Good morning, everyone. Today I will be going to Kyoto. I just woke up and I just want to show you the room before I go. Here's where I slept. There is Nagoya Castle over there. And goodbye room, and let's go. Hello everyone, so I spent the last few days here in Nagoya. I've been to a few castles. If you want to know what I did, you can watch the last two videos. And today I was going to Kyoto. I'm waiting here for the Shinkansen to arrive. I'm going to Kyoto, and trains here in Japan were always on time, so the train ride will take, I think, 15 minutes, and so it's not so far. The Shinkansen is just fast. It's so fast that you can't even enjoy the view when you look out the window. As I've mentioned, I was on the way to Kyoto, which is known for its many historical sites, and I was very excited to now explore all these places. And I didn't know how long I was going to stay in Kyoto, but because there's so much to see, I definitely knew that I was going to stay there for more than just a few days. Before I knew it, I already arrived in Kyoto, and I almost missed the stop because the Shinkansen was just so fast. Lol, I'm in Kyoto. I almost forgot to get off the train, like I almost missed the stop because the Shinkansen was too fast. Or maybe I was just too tired and I was not paying attention. Okay, but I'm in Kyoto, and I'm now on the way to the hotel. On the way, I'm maybe going to have breakfast somewhere. Yes. So I just had breakfast here at this place. I had, I think, ramen, something like that. When you get inside the restaurant, you have to order at the screen, and I hate that. I don't want to order at the screen. I want to talk to people when I order food. Yeah, but it was okay. And now I will continue my way to the hotel. I don't think I can already check in. I think I'm just going to leave my baggage stuff there and then explore Kyoto City. I went to the hotel, dropped my things off there, and then immediately afterwards I took the bus to somewhere and started exploring the city. So I went to the hotel, left my stuff there, and then I took the bus because I want to go to some kind of famous temple here. And I just walked by this shrine, and then here's another shrine. These were just on the way, so you can't even go inside. I haven't even walked much, but there are already so many historical places. So yes, I'll just continue going to my original goal destination. I was on the way to one famous temple, and along the way I came across a lot of smaller temples, and I have to say every single one I visited just looks so beautiful and so cozy. I've been to yet another temple. I mean, I've seen so far maybe like 4. At nearly every street corner is a temple. I feel like it's impossible to see every single shrine here. I mean, they are like literally everywhere. And at some shrines you can't enter. You can only see the gates, the gate. This shrine here is a little bigger. I don't even know if it's a shrine, I guess. And this looks like a museum. I will go inside now. So the last temple I've been to was a Buddhist one. I went into the temple. Inside the temple, I somehow thought it was a museum. And yeah, and then I was trying to take a shortcut. And now here in front of me is another shrine. Like, it really does not end. There are so many shrines here.
In this building is a very large Buddha statue. I can't show you it, but it is the tallest in all of Kyoto, which is kind of surprising because this place is not very known. It's kind of remote. I don't think a lot of people even know of this statue. Pretty soon I was at the next temple, and I also just happened to come across it just by chance. And usually the temples are closed, but they have a little garden around them, and they're also not so big, so you can just quickly take a look. And I don't know why, but everything just always looks so perfect in Japanese gardens.
Here was yet another temple, but the temple itself was closed, but here's also a very beautiful garden. It looks really pretty. And yeah, this going here was also not on my plan. I just saw it again just on the side of the street, and I will just now continue. Somewhere here is the temple which I want to visit. I don't know which is the main temple, but I'm going to explore this whole area anyways. So I guess I will walk maybe like that. There are so few tourists here, so either I just have luck, or this place is not a popular tourist destination. I don't know. Yeah. So here's a tea house as well. I've been to a few tea houses so far, and I always bring you matcha. Honestly, I think it's okay. I prefer if it's sweet, but they also bring you sweets, and so that combination goes quite well. I have no idea what this is. It looks kind of like jelly or so. Oh, how to eat that? Tastes very interesting. I guess this is some red bean paste or something like that. over there is a building which is extremely red, and I just made my way through through this bamboo forest, and I don't think that building is a temple. I think it's more some kind of shrine, sightseeing viewpoint. So basically over there is the first temple, and I walked through a bamboo forest here to that temple, and here, this is kind of like a viewpoint. You can look down, you can see a little bit of Kyoto over there. Yes. Do you say Kyoto or Kyoto? Wow, the bamboo forest is so beautiful, and the bamboo is so thick. I feel like I should not be touching this. Yesterday I saw a video of like tourists destroying bamboo in Japan. So a lot of tourists engrave their names into the bamboo. Yes, I haven't seen so many people here. Maybe this place is not so known, or maybe it's more for the locals. This temple is closed. It looks a little lost, like maybe it's abandoned, but not. It does not look totally lost. The other temple just looked better, and here, this over there looks pretty creepy. These are just statues thrown together. Why? This temple is a little also closed. Everything here looks kind of simple. The other places had more. The other temples had more decorations, and let's just continue. And I think over there is one big, huge temple. Wow, this is the biggest temple so far. It looks kind of old. I have no idea how old it is, and kind of impressive. I mean, if I would guess, I would say it's 500 years old. And then there's another temple behind it as well. That one looks like it's closed. I think this is here, the main temple. Yeah, main. I first thought this was a monastery. A moment ago I was inside, and it's a museum, and it has a bunch of old traditional rooms, and this building I think belongs to the royal family. You are not allowed to film inside there, but it was really nice. 2 days ago I was at Honmaru Palace, which was just a reconstructed palace, but here inside were original rooms, you know, so it was really authentic. I've just visited a museum over there, and then I wanted to see what's around the corner. And I think this place belongs to the royal family as well. I have no idea what's behind that gate. Yeah, that would be interesting to know. I accidentally went to that place over there at the wrong entrance. So I entered the place not at the entrance. It was for the cars and I thought that was the entrance. And then when I just walked out the entrance, I was like, oh, this is the entrance. So I had to pay the ticket once I exited that temple. It was embarrassing. Oh yeah, even more temples. Whoa, it does not end.
I found another museum, and since I was already there and because it was kind of small, I just decided to take a quick look here.
So I've just been in a museum over there. I think this is the last place which I will visit today because I have seen so many temples today. It was like insane. And that museum over there was another traditional house, really nice. I love how open air these houses are. So, I've seen so much today, like so many temples, so many shrines, so many museums, and it's dinner time. And I went to this big kind of, I don't know how to describe this. Yeah, looks kind of cozy, and this is really good. This is pork, ginger pork, and it feels like some kind of grandma's home cooking meal. It's really good. Dinner was really good, and there was an elderly woman serving the food. And once I had finished the food, I wanted to compliment her, so I only said "oishi," and she was so happy that I said that the food was good. Like I only said one word, but she was really sweet. She was so surprised about that. This is my room for tonight. Looks pretty nice. Bed, and here's a couch and TV as well, even though I don't need a TV. And whoa, I even have a balcony. Let's go outside. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, sitting here looking over Kyoto, that's not bad. And I think, whoa, I think this room was pretty cheap, but I think I also got a special deal. I think normally it's more expensive, but I had luck. So yeah, that's where I'm going to sleep for the next few days or so. Good morning, everyone. Today I will be visiting a sight viewing tower somewhere near Kyoto station. The tower is still closed, so right now I'm going to a temple, and then I will go back to the tower once it opens.
I didn't have to walk for very far. The temple is just suddenly there, right in the middle of the city.
Wow, these temples look impressive, and it's right in the middle of the city, very close by to Kyoto train station. And also this is for free, so you can go inside most temples for free.
This temple is one of the largest wooden structures in the world. I believe it burned down several times, and the reconstruction you see right now is around 150 years old, but it's still very impressive. I've never been to such a temple.
Ooh, I just walked around the temple. I think you can walk until here, but here's not the entrance. Entrance is over there. I haven't looked inside yet. There was so much gold inside there, too much. And here's the next temple already. It's kind of like a twin temple. I'm just on the way to the next temple here, and here's some, I don't know, a few objects. And this robe is made out of woman's hair. Yeah, I would never give up my hair for a robe. Not bad. I think this temple is even bigger than the last one. It looks almost twice as big. Oh, and there's so much gold again. I love the details here, like the roof construction, the golden decorations here, over there. The lights look pretty cool. And what I've noticed, that a lot of Japanese doors or walls are made out of paper.
Now that I had seen everything at the temple, I just went back to the Kyoto Tower because it now had finally opened.
Hello from Kyoto Tower. I just took the elevator up and the view is incredible. I've just been to the temple and I just saw that there are even more temples here as well. I mean, it does not stop. There's so many historical buildings here in the city. I feel like it's impossible to see every one of them. Like, yeah, there's so many. And here's Kyoto Station over there. And the hotel where I'm staying is also here nearby Kyoto Station.
And here you can again see the temple where I have just been, and somewhere in the background is another very big temple which also looks very interesting, and I will definitely visit that place later.
This observation deck has 2 floors. I just went the stairs down. You can even see better somehow from here. Maybe it's because there are less people. And over there's also a statue, but I think it's impossible to show you it because it's so far in a distance. But it looks like a Buddha statue. It was a great idea to go up the Kyoto Tower because from up there I could see a few temples and so on. So I now know what's here in this area. And now I will be going to a samurai museum. Really excited about that. What's the difference between samurai and ninja? I have no idea, but samurais are cool. So, Samurai Museum it is. No, the samurai house is closed. It's my fault though, because I did not check the opening hours. And so now I'm going to another temple from Kyoto Tower. When I saw many temples, but there was one big one, and that's the one where I will now be going. This alleyway is leading up to the temple, and it looks pretty historical here. I don't know if these are shops here on the side, but the stuff inside here looks insane. I don't think you can buy stuff like this because look at this, it's so golden. Can you actually buy that? I think you can buy that. 14,000 yen. Oh, so it's actually a shop. Wow. Here's a nice statue as well. And on the opposite side are even more shops. Wow. I can't believe it that you can buy so beautiful things.
In front of me, you can already see the next temple, and to get to the place, you have to walk through these enormous gates here, which is really cool. And then I was already at my destination.
That here now is the second temple. I'm pretty sure I saw it from Kyoto Tower. I saw one big temple crown from there, and I think this is the one. Thankfully, there are not so many tourists here. But it's almost as it's just as impressive as the first temple. I've already been inside, and again, like the front is so golden, and like there's so much gold, and then the floor is tatami floor. It's still kind of unbelievable how Kyoto has so many temples. Like, they're almost everywhere. And not even small ones. I mean, this is a huge temple, and the first temple I've been to is very nearby, and it's also extremely huge. So I just found out this was built in 1760, so it's almost 300 years old. Wow, still very impressive. I guess the first temple was also built in around the same time.
Then I also went into the Twin Temple, and afterwards I decided to walk around the temple a little bit more, because sometimes you can come across a few little things which are maybe hidden away, and I eventually found a way going to a gate which looked very cool and very colorful. Now I had also seen everything at this temple, and it was time to go somewhere else. And the next destination will be the Nijō castle, and because that's kind of away, I just took the bus. Eventually, I made it to my destination, and you again have to walk through a couple of gates which look really cool and just amazing.
The next attraction is Nijō Castle. I don't know if that's the one behind me because this looks like a temple. Maybe it is the castle. If it is the castle, then well, it looks like a temple. Nagoya Castle looked very different, but wow, I feel like this is a very popular tourist destination by the amount of visitors here. It actually is a palace. It looks like a temple, but I will go inside now. It looks pretty huge. Like I guess I'm going to stay there for a while. I've just been in that palace and it's very big. I mean, so far it's the most beautiful palace I have seen in Japan. And filming inside is not allowed. Sorry, I can't show you pictures of it. I think Kyoto used to be the capital, so I think the royal family used to live here. Wow. But it does look like a temple a little bit.
Around the castle is also a garden, which is really nice, so you can kind of walk around the castle and see it this time from the outside.
As I said, filming inside is prohibited, but here's a garden so you can walk around the palace. To describe the inside, I've noticed that Japanese houses are very simple. So there's almost no furniture, but the walls are always painted very colorfully.
I just kept following the way. Eventually, I walked through another gate, and as you can see, there are some castle walls here. And after that, I again walked through a garden.
This here is Honmaru Garden. I've been to Honmaru Palace in Nagoya, but that was a reconstruction. Maybe Honmaru Palace has something to do with this garden. I have no idea. But here's another building as well. I don't know what it is. I think here's another palace, but I don't know if that's the palace.
After a while of walking in the gardens here, the way eventually led to these castle walls. And from here you again have great view, and you can also see the palaces which I have just visited.
I first thought that you can't go into this palace because I saw something with online reservation ticket. But you actually can get same day tickets here. And so I got one. I don't know if it's more expensive than the online ticket. I have no idea. But I was just inside. Filming inside was again not allowed. I would say this palace is a little more simple. And I think some parts were reconstructed. They look pretty modern, like the floor. So I think this is the exit now. So basically here are two palaces, and I've been to both of them.
Now I had seen everything at the Nijō castle, and by the time I went out the castle it was already so late. As you can see, it's kind of dark already, and it was time to now go to the last place for today. It's getting dark and they've already closed the main door, and now I will... Where am I going? I'm going to some kind of street market tourism place because it's getting late and I want to have something to eat. To end the day, I decided to go somewhere popular where a lot of people will be, and that led me to this street, and as you can see, it's full with people and there are lots of things to buy, eat and so on. And I also came across a little temple there which looked super cozy. So over there are the street markets. I've just walked through them. There's so much food, but honestly, the more options there are, I have a harder time deciding what to eat when there are so many options. And here at the end of the street market is a shrine. It looks really beautiful right now. After a while of strolling around in the street markets here, it was now time for me to have dinner. So I explored the street markets here and there's so much food available, but honestly I don't like standing and eating. I wanted to go to a restaurant and sit down, and this one looks really nice. And today I've got very fresh, I don't know, salad with very fresh meat and potato salad. It tastes really interesting. This looks raw, but I don't mind. Carnivore diet. It's getting late now, it's 9 p.m. and I'm going back to the hotel. Earlier these streets were so full with people, but now the shops have closed down. But I still like walking here. It's a vibe, okay? Even though everything is closed. I mean, this is open, but this is the section. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give a like and subscribe. These were my first 2 days in Kyoto, but there are still so many places left to see, so stay tuned for the upcoming content. Bye bye!